What's going on, guys? Trey coming back at your screen by means of the World Wide Web, and I'm happy to say I got my voice back. It's not back completely, but it's back, so I can at least talk in the videos now. So we're gonna come with a 6-star evolution video today. Today we're gonna be evolving Narza, guys. So to evolve your Narza, you need a miracle totem, a light totem, a light pot, a dragon mimic, a metal mimic, and 500,000 Zell, and you can take them up to 6-star. So let's do it. I just heard the voices of the gods. They tell me to fight, to defeat my enemies. Alrighty, guys. So the information for Narza is off to the left side of the screen. This is the one I just pulled clutch in the Rare Summon video not too long ago, which is pretty good. He's the only one I was missing out of the 3, so glad I got this pull, baby. So, a majority of the information off to the left side of the screen, guys. You'll be able to see what's going on with Narza. But to get down to more specific things, his BB, it's called Idolizer, reduces damage taken by half for 1 turn, and negates all status ailments for 3 turns. The only thing that happens when you level up Narza's BB as well as his SBB is you just reduce the amount of BCs necessary in order to fill the gauge. So at BB1 it takes 31, and then at BB10 it only takes 22. So reduce BC cost, baby. That's good stuff. The SBB is the same. At level 1 it costs 30 BCs to fill up, and at level 10 it only costs 21 BCs to fill it up. So pretty good, man. That's good stuff right there. Narza is purely support, so not going to be really using this guy for damage dealing, but he's a pretty good support character, guys. He's able to mitigate damage, which is great. He negates status ailments, and his SBB even increases BD gauge when your squad is attacked. So that's good stuff. That's pretty good stuff right there indeed. To get into the specifics of his leader skills, called Ares Sanctuary, which is a large boost in the BB gauge fill rate and probable slight reduction in damage taken. So the BB gauge fill rate is increased by 40%. The damage reduction is 20%. And the chance that you have in getting that reduced damage is 10%. And that's the specifics of it, guys. The rest of the information you can find off at the left side of the screen. So let's go ahead and take Narza on our test drive. Let's get out of there. We don't want to go there. Not with just Narza. So he's a pretty useful support character, guys. You can probably he can probably somewhat, I mean, not as good as they can separately, but if you need units to do certain things, such as maybe needing to only mitigate damage and only take care of status ailments, then Narza can fill in. Now keep in mind that Darvin Shell of course increases defense with his, and Melchior not only prevents status ailments, but he adds light elements and does an attack, so he's not as good. But if you only need specifically what Narza is capable of doing, he is an excellent unit, and he can even instead of having to use like Darvin Shell and Melchior or Aulu and Exvel, 2 units, you can break it down into 1 unit, guys. That's pretty much his main use to me. But let's check out his normal attack. Let's see it. Yeah, that is sick. That is sick attack animation. It's slow. It kind of takes a while to start it up, but it looks nice. He goes to work. So that's 16 hit normal attack, guys. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and get into Narza's story, guys. So Narza is a knight from the Levada Republic who gladly went into service for the gods. Having nothing in common with his fellow knights, he always trained himself in order to be of use to the gods. However, it is said that he continuously challenged anyone who dared to disrespect the gods to a duel, believing that his victories were a sign from the gods, proving his righteousness. It is said that he had a very peculiar fighting style, repelling all enemy attacks like an impregnable fortress. Finally driving them into a corner, he will force them to regret their lack of faith in the gods. When the invasion from the gods started, Narza obliged to the god's decision to obliterate the human race. After assassinating a high priest who tried to fight against the gods, Narza brought his head to the god army. Pleased with how Narza had proven himself true and how he was ready to lose his own life for their cause, the gods put him in charge of the vanguard. It is written that Narza was so moved by this that he happily pointed his sword at his fellow fighters until the day before the battle. Identical to his situation, a knight who was serving the god army while still a human appeared before Narza as a messenger of a certain god. This knight disclosed to Narza the name of a hero who had been repelling attacks from the god army in various areas. When Narza was told that it was the will of the gods that he slay this hero, he made the godly power-wielding Magris his enemy and assaulted him. However, his attack proved futile when Magris' comrades protected him. So Narza obviously didn't know that my boy Magris got them goons, boy. Alright, so Narza, remember, is support only guy, so let's check out how his support looks. Idolizer. Nice. So there you have it. You have protection against status ailments for 3 turns, and you have damage mitigation for 1. So good stuff, guys. So let's finish off this Sparky if we can. Light of Ruin. Go ahead, Zelha. Alright guys, that is that. That is that indeed. So that's Narza in a nutshell, guys. That's him. Alright, so pros and cons about Narza. I think he's a real cool looking unit. I definitely like his artwork. He really does look like a mad guy, like he looks obsessed or something. Loving his attack animation. Those 16 hits are really nice looking. He's support only, which is, my opinion, it's kind of a pro and a con. Narza, in my opinion, excels at what he does, and that is about it. So like I stated earlier, if you specifically need a unit that can mitigate damage, that can negate status ailments, that can increase your BB gauge when you're attacked, Narza, he does it well. And if you specifically need that in your squad, by all means use him. Other than that, I'm not quite sure, guys, because a normal attack can only deal so much damage. It's not very strong. So he will definitely help your team out considerably on the support side, but don't be looking for a lot of damage from this guy, because it's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. Even his breaker type only has a max of approximately 2150 attack. So just realize what you're getting into when you're using Narza, guys. He's not a damage dealer. He's not an offensive character at all. He's to help the rest of the squad and help defend them. That's his main purpose. So other than that, that's about it. Overall, I give Narza a B+. Definitely not a horrible unit. Like I said, he excels at what he does, but what he does is pretty much all he does, guys. He doesn't have a lot of overall usefulness, and that's what's gonna kind of drag people back a little bit from using him. But I still like him, don't get me wrong, but that's pretty much all he's capable of doing. So that's Narza in a nutshell, in my opinion, guys. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, upper right in order to subscribe, lower right to see the previous video, and if you want to join the Facebook group, the link is in the description, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Please continue to like, subscribe, favorite, share, comment, and everything else, and I'll be back at your screen with more Brave Frontier Global soon. Later, guys.